I'm just going to keep talking for a while. Oh, my glasses are a bit dirty. Need to give those some attention. So I'm just going to keep talking until the my laptop catches up. Hope you're all good. So, hello and good morning and welcome to Coffee and Card Round 18, week 4. We're on with the daffodils. The daffodils. We're on with those. Bit of a cold day here today. Really quite cold. Been a bit stormy again as well. But hey, it's nearly March. Spring is nearly here. So I'm going to turn the camera around. See who is on. And yeah. Good morning, Wendy. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Maria. So I've only 5 of you watching apparently this morning. So a thumbs up would be much appreciated today. So we're on with the daffodils. But what I'm going to talk about first is I'm going to talk about what's coming up next. That was very Yorkshire. Okay, so the next coffee and card that starts 2 weeks today. So we've only 1 week after this week. Now these, we won't be doing that one because that's a bit tricky, but I want to show you it just because of the stamps and stuff. So the next coffee and card is the hedgehogs. It's been the most popular item. It's in and out of stock like nobody's business. At the moment, it's out of stock and I'm waiting for one. I'm actually waiting for Sally's, who ordered at the weekend. I'm stalking the website. Everybody else who ordered the coffee and card, I've managed to get in and get it when it was available. But it's due back in soon, so hopefully we'll be okay in time for it starting 2 weeks today, which I think is the 1st of March that we're starting coffee and card. Yeah, which actually is Shrove Tuesday, Pancake Day. Hi, Deanne. So yeah, so the hedgehog one starts on the 1st of March. Few ideas here for you. And included will be the stamp set and the punch. And also a blender pen. Not a blend, not one of these. One of the clear pens that you use the AR ink pads to colour with. That's included. Starts on the 1st of March for 5 weeks and bookings close today. But I can't order the stamps anyway until the back in. So if you miss out, if you don't message me today, then, you know, up to Friday, I'm hoping should be okay. Anyway, so it's the hedgehog one. So lots of spring-like designs. You do need, I have recommended, lots of you have the ink pads already. Soft suede is a good one. Probably a green ink for the leaves and things, and a coloured ink for the flowers. So we'll see how we get on with that one. So that starts 1st of March and is available for booking here. Although it's probably going to close off on my website tomorrow because it closes, or it might even be today because it closes off 2 weeks before. And then after that round of coffee and card, we are going to be doing the new horizons. Now, I just need to check something so that I give you the correct information. This one starts on the 5th of April, I think. Yep, 5th of April. Okay, and what you get in this one, I'm really looking forward to this one. The papers were much anticipated. You are going to get, in option A, I've got 2 options. I should have said that the coffee and card for the hedgehogs is £39 collected, 43 posted. I should have said that. You will get half a pack of these gorgeous New Horizons papers in this one. And they are just something very different to what we've had before. You can do lovely scenic cards and imagery with them. So you're actually, I'm being very generous with that one, half a pack. And I have said, I have to read my own rules because I forget. You're going to get the stamp set in option A, half a pack of these and 5 weeks of card kits, and that is 35 collected or 38 posted. Now, it says you do need to have ink pads in the following colours: Evening Evergreen, Misty Moonlight and Basic Grey. Other colours that coordinate that are nice are Blackberry Bliss as well. And Soft Succulent works as well. Okay, the option B is the same as this, half a pack of papers and the stamp set, plus the dies. And the dies cut out that little fence and the mountains and silhouettes and things. And that one is 58 or 61 posted. But if you go for that one and you order before the end of this month, you get to pick a celebration item. Okay, so I think that's all the adverts over with this morning. It's nice to get them done before we start, when I've got your full attention. Oh, we've got 14 on, please do say hello. So today we are going to make this card here. And I remembered this morning that the daffodil blends are actually out of stock at the minute. So I couldn't order myself a replacement pack. I'm just looking for my papers. Looking for some. So today I'm going to use this one. We didn't use, it's got that on the back. We didn't use any paper last week, did we? And then I'm also going to use that heart one. And I'm seeing if I've got a sheet that I've broken into. But it looks like it's a full sheet. Oh no, I've got one here. Okay, so on the back of the heart one is this. Now you might think, well, there's very vanilla on there and you've used white, but I've decided it's okay. So what we're going to do, oh hi Marjorie, nice to have you on with us. In your pack, you have a card base, I think it's Bumblebee. You've got this lovely die, nice shape, and this little die. Now, I did get these out to show you because I know you're going to ask me where they're from, and they are from the Hippo and Friends bundle. It's a hippo, it's a stamp set, it's like in the kiddie section, and it's got hippo, a pony, butterfly, I think that's a sheep, some other little bits and bobs, but it's got the most wonderful, wonderful dies with it. So you've got these lovely 3 shapes here, then you've got these wonderful shaped stitched ones here, and that's one of those we're using. And then these over here. It's a really, really good set. I've got a feeling, now don't quote me on this, that this one might not make it into the next catalogue. I don't know, I don't have inside info. Oh, excuse me. But that's just a feeling I have. So I have used these 2 dies, okay? And I'm going to sort of do it that way with the curve at the top. But anyway, and then you've also got a piece of basic white to do this, stamp it on and cut it out. Now, I don't know where my daffodil dies are. I've just been looking for them for the last 10 minutes. I don't know where I've put them. So let's cut some paper. Now this needs to be 10.5 wide, and I'm just going to check my measurements because I made this card at least 6 weeks ago. So it's by 9 and by 5. So the width is 10.5, and I suppose it is that way up, 10.5. So it's the same width as the actual card base, and then you're going to flip it and you're going to cut it at 9. Okay. going to trim this one down. And then this one I'm going to do to 10.5 again. And this time I'm just going to cut it to 5. So 10.5 by 9 and 10.5 by 5. And what happens here is, it was just, I actually cased this design from one I saw, a German lady, I've forgotten who it was. But I loved that she didn't put the paper right up to the end and you get this little, I loved that. And at the bottom, you get a little border. I really like that. So it wasn't an accident that I didn't cut my paper correctly. I just really liked it. So I am going to glue this down directly onto my card. It looks a bit wider than my card base actually, the paper, so I might need to trim a bit off there. And then that's going to go there like that, and I've got my little border there. So you'll have about 0.4 of a centimetre at each end that's a little border. And that's going to go there. They're just going to meet there, flush with each other. And yeah, I've got a little bit hanging over there. Okay. There we have our background, yeah? Just going to have a drink of my lovely cappuccino. Ooh. Oh, that's nice, but I should have had a drink earlier because it's going a bit cold. I do like my drinks really quite hot. Okay, so I'm going to set that to one side. And I don't know if you can see on here, and if you haven't got a blending brush or a pool party ink pad, don't worry about this part. But I have done some inking on here, on this piece, the die cut piece. So I've used pool party, and I'm going to tap my blending brush in, and I'm going to rub. It doesn't matter if I get a blob in the middle because the daffodil's going to cover that. Normally I would say to you tap off on some, I can tap off onto my paper bag actually. Don't know how much I need, but I can go quite far out. Oh, you're all really quiet this morning. I've got 15 of you on and you're quiet as mice. Did anybody do anything for Valentine's Day? Okay, we can see how that looks once we've got our stamp done. So I'm going to use basic grey for my stamping, which I have done every week since we've been doing this. You're engrossed in the crafting, that's all right, Anne. And I'm going to use the single daffodil. So this is a very lovely Easter card today. Quite late is Easter this year. Actually, it's mid-April. So I'm going to ink that up. It doesn't matter where you stamp it because we're going to cut it out. Now when I cut this out, I use the dies. And I don't know where I've put them. But not everybody have the dies, so it will do me good to use the scissors. So I'm going to do my leaves first. Morning, Fiona. I was just thinking about you. Not seen you on for a while. I was actually just thinking about you, and then I've just seen your name. That's spooky, spooky, spooky. Right, so I'm going to do a little bit of blending on the leaves. I don't always on these because they're quite thin, narrow, but yeah. And then just a bit of dark old olive, and then I'm going to go over and pull the ink down. Anyone is toing and froing and thinking about whether to come to our live paper crafts and piano event, we have got 3 seats left to fill our quota for the day. It's 23rd of April. Details are on my event site. It's very exciting. Okay, so can you see I've got a little bit of blend there. Now my Daffodil Delight is a really old one and it's running out. They're the original pens. So I realised that the pale one was running out last week. And I can't order a new one because it's out of stock, because obviously everybody's probably been colouring daffodils in. So I'm going to see if it's okay. If not, I have a backup plan. They shouldn't do, Maria, because you're using water-based ink with a alcohol marker. We're using the opposites. If we've got, I'm aiming to get 25, Fiona. We're on 22 at the minute. This pen is holding out. Okay, so I'm okay with that, but I want to probably go back and add a little bit more. All right, maybe it's just practice, Maria, I don't know. You've got to use a water-based ink with an alcohol marker, so Memento Black, but I'm using the grey. Don't forget, I've been doing this as well. I suppose it is my job. I've had a bit of practice. So I've added a little bit more dark there. That's my original. When the ink settles down, it sort of fades a little bit anyway. So I'm going to cut this out because I don't know where I've put my dies. I was convinced they were in a box. I'm forever losing things. I've just this minute, before we came on live, found the birthday cards I'd put in a folder to take home for my mum and Craig's mum. And it was the birthdays on the 5th and the 7th of February, and I've just found them. So I'm just going to cut this out. Some of you who did the course didn't have the dies, so you'll be cutting this out anyway. I'm leaving a little bit of white space, like I always do. Make sure it's had time to dry, Maria. Okay, now when you use the dies, of course, they do come in here and sort of cut a bit of that out. I might attempt to go down and cut a little bit here. Oof. Don't want to cut the leaf off. I think that will do. I'm not going to cut any more off. Okay, so that will go over our blue like that. Okay, I've got quite a nice hue of blue going around the edge there. So what I've done is I have layered, oh, let me have another drink. Oh, I'm on low battery on the laptop. Right. Let me grab my... Oh, where's my dimensions? Do I need to open a new pack? Nope. So I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it so the distance up there is similar to here. So it does look like it's quite low down because of, because of how your eye looks at it with the differences in the papers, because one's bigger. It's a bit of a optical illusion. It does look lower down than it is, but it should be quite central. That's about 2.8 centimetres off the bottom, and that's 2.5. So I'm 0.3 out with looking at it with my eye, but that's fine. I am human, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pop this up on the foam pad as well. Hey Karen, we just got up. Well, not just got up, because obviously it's the middle of the night still for you. You can actually see that foam pad there. What I should do, hang on. What I should do is do some mini ones there. Put a mini there and a mini there. Okay, so I'm going to pop that on there in the middle, like that. And then I'm going to take my lovely little label. Now, I will be honest and I apologise, it's quite a small label to fit the sentiment in. And the sentiment's not a see-through sentiment, so I am making you work hard, and I'm going to put the sticker on the back of this because I haven't done that. Oops. And if you're not sure how to mount your stamps, have a look at my top tips section on my playlists, and I've got one all about, well, have a watch of all of them. We're never too old to learn. I've got a video all about mounting your stamps. And we can just have a practice of that on some scrap. There we go. It's 5 AM. Oh, you're on your way to your cabin. That sounds fancy. There we go. It just fits in nicely. Easter blessings. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to cheat this now. because this is going to sit over here. Now I want you to think of this like a bridge. So we need a foam pad on each end, but we don't need one in the middle because of the stems of the daffodil. So you want to put foam pads on the end, and then it's going to sit over there like a little bridge. Yeah. If we put another foam pad in the middle, it will all the levels will be wrong. Yeah. I'm sure that will make sense. And that's going to go on there like that. And there we have our Easter Blessings card. What time is it? Oh, it's nearly 11, mind you. So it's not a difficult card today. It's not a tricky one for week 4. Next week is obviously week 5, and that's the last week of this round. Can you believe that? I could carry on and make more and more of these daffodil cards. I've really enjoyed them. So there we have. I've actually used more blue on this one. I've got a bit more of an explosion of blue. I think that does come across on the video on the screen. You can see, can't you? It's a little bit more popping on the one I've done today, and I've coloured it in a bit darker as well. So that's today's card, and next week, I always do a fancy fold on week 5. Now, I made this on Paper Crafts and Piano, so we are going to be doing this next week. And this opens, that should be tied in a bow, a bit like it is here. Yeah. We are going to be doing one with an old olive base, but it opens up like this, and you have a little pocket inside where you can pop a little gift card in or some money. So let's pretend, oh, that's going to be too big. So let's pretend here we've got a gift card, a lovely gift card that's going to go in there like that. Or some cash. Cash works, doesn't it? We'll take cash. Oh, thank you, Kylie, and thank you for watching. Oh, you've been watching The Crown. Oh, we love that, Jen. Where are you from, Kylie? I've not seen your name before, so thank you for watching along and for commenting. Do hope you'll subscribe. I'm when I started this video this morning, I was 1 subscriber away from 2,500 subscribers. I was on 2,499. So I was hoping to get 2,500 before the day is out. So yeah, we will be doing this one next week, and I'll be showing you how to do that. So I'm looking forward to doing that with you. So here is this morning's effort that we've done, and I will be on Facebook Live as long as my phone holds out. My charge, I've not brought my charger with me for my phone. I have for my laptop. Oh, from Australia, brilliant. Whereabouts, Kylie? I've only been once, but it was Western Australia that I visited. But my eldest son has finally just applied for his working visa for a year. He finished his degree in May 2020 in his bedroom. Hasn't had his graduation yet. He's having his graduation next month, so nearly 2 years after he graduated, he's having his graduation, or Victoria. And so he wanted to travel to Australia in 2020. He's been before and loves it. So obviously he couldn't, so he's finally applied for his visa. So we're waiting for that to come back, and he's saved up. He's done quite well. So he's hoping to fly to Cairns in September and start travelling around Australia. Yeah, Melly, I've been to Australia once, but I've been to Italy couple of times actually. Been to Lake Garda, and I've flown to Rome and went on a cruise from Rome, but I also went on a cruise and visited Florence and Naples and Rome. Yeah, so yeah, so Bologna. Oh, brilliant. So yeah, where's Debbie, Fiona? Where is Debbie in Australia? I've got quite a few Stampin' Up friends to send him. So yeah. Anyway, I will crack on with my day. It's 11 o'clock. Thank you for joining me for half an hour today. If you want to join me on Facebook this afternoon at 1:30, I would love to see you. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet, but hey, I'm sure I'll think of something in 2.5 hours. And Craig and I will be back on for Paper Crafts and Piano on Thursday night for week 88. So I look forward to seeing you on Thursday night if you can't join me on Facebook this afternoon. So I'll say bye for now and see you later.